Here it is. The score from a freshman high school boys basketball game in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, 101-215. Pulled this from a Facebook group that I'm in actually, I'm not even in the group. It just came across my feed. Thank you, Facebook and the algorithm. But a parent of a kid from the home team was defending that the guests were unprepared. They just could not handle the full court press and everything that the home team was throwing at them, and that the guests were dribbling the ball out of bounds, passing the ball out of bounds, and even the second string got in on the fun and ran the score up to 101. Mind you, the home team pressed the entire game. In the defense that if you pull your foot off the gas pedal, it's going to hurt you against even better teams. So you have to get in the mentality of always going hard the entire game. Here's my issue. The issue is this: when you continually execute against a team that isn't challenging you, you're not getting better. Because what happens is, especially for 14 to 15-year-old boys, whatever is easiest is what they'll do. Meaning, if they can get away with a bad habit against a team like this, on the way to a score like that, they will do those same habits against the really good teams too. And it has nothing to do with pulling your foot off the gas pedal. It has everything to do with their teenage boys. So what do? As coaches, we need to challenge them. I had a similar situation as a freshman coach in recent history. We were up by 30 at half. All I had were 8 kids on the bench. 8 kids total against a team that just wasn't very good. And so what did we do? We put in constraints, which is how we run our practices. We run conceptual offense in our program, and we put in constraints regularly in practice. So we just put those constraints on our boys to force them into good habits. Pulled back this press, made sure they passed the ball a number of times, and only got layups. Okay? That was one. That was the third quarter. Fourth quarter, we're still up 30. So we were a net neutral, but we're learning and using good habits. Fourth quarter, no dribble rule. Talked to the coach after the game because some of his boys got a little frustrated. And he told them, he's like, boys, your freshman boys basketball, everybody's working on something. They're trying to get better. If anything, we should be grateful that they didn't dribble the basketball in the fourth quarter, because I don't have a bench to go to, right? What are we just going to hold? Like, nobody's growing. But in a constraints-led approach, we can still challenge the other team, and then we can challenge ourselves to get better by creating good habits, which if you coach basketball, for young players, too much dribbling becomes a thing. And so we put on a dribble limit or a no dribble constraint on ourselves. And if they didn't follow the constraint, they got put on the bench. So stuff like this can be avoided, and can be avoided in a way that actually helps everybody grow, because we're all trying to get better. We're all trying to challenge each other. And so if that means putting constraints on ourselves in order to better challenge ourselves when an opponent isn't challenging ourselves, you know what? We got to do what we got to do. What are your thoughts?